Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all who are watching this. Iba talagang bati at ngiti kapag may panalo. Yes, Ateneo, there is a tomorrow and there is a today. You will have to forgive my exuberance because the Blue Eagles finally won one in season 76. But that is not the only reason why I'm excited. This sixth episode of Blue Eagle 40, we're going to be talking about a sport that is very dear to my heart. That is baseball. And we're going to have a guest in Laurel for that. And lastly, we're going to have Justin Chua, who will be joining me in breaking down Ateneo's win over Adamson last Sunday. I'm Rick Olivares, and you're on Blue Eagle 40. Welcome to Blue Eagle 40,
Thank,
Laurel.
thank you for
Woo!
having me.
Yeah! All right, I've introduced him. You already know his name, but Matt, nevertheless, kindly introduce yourself, what you do, to all our viewers out there.
Well, I'm Matt Laurel. I'm the third baseman for the Ateneo team, and I was last year's MVP.
Oh, cool. Nice, nice. Um, as I understand, Matt, after high school in LaSalle Green Hills, you moved to UP first for college.
Yeah.
Right? Why did you decide to move to Ateneo? As I understand, Ateneo also tried to recruit you out of
Yeah,
high
I was
school.
actually supposed to go to Ateneo first.
Oh, what happened there?
I was set on Ateneo, but then my older brother's in UP, and my parents wanted me to be with my brother. They didn't want us playing against each other.
Okay.
So I decided Ateneo, but then like in the end, like right before I decided, they should just go to UP, so I just agreed.
Okay, so what happened there? What changed? Why did you eventually transfer?
Well, at first, our coach moved. He transferred to Ateneo. Actually, the coach who recruited me transferred to Ateneo,
Uh-huh.
and the replacement coach, I didn't really get along with him.
Okay.
I mean, really different views on baseball, how it should be run.
Okay.
So I just said I can't stay here for 4 years and play for this guy. So I said
What about your brother?
we both moved. We moved to Benilde for a year, and then we
Okay.
both transferred. But he transferred to LaSalle, and I moved to Ateneo.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I understand that after the bonfire, nung second sem last year, your father, Arsenic Laurel, who I know and is a good friend of mine, wrote the University Athletics office and commended them. How did you feel about that letter?
Well, I actually didn't know that he wrote a letter.
Okay.
He was just, I mean, I think he was really happy about how the team was being run. Because, I mean, compared to the years before, it wasn't really, I mean, subpar. Just, they couldn't get the thing along because they couldn't get the players from the province to come in
Uh-huh.
because of the test.
Okay.
So they had really good players, but then
And they couldn't win.
they couldn't win.
Right.
Yeah. And the coaching staff was good.
Okay.
It's just my parents really liked the support we got from the UAO and all the coaching staff, all the stuff they give us. I mean, you never see it in a college team. So he just really liked it. So
Okay, for those not in the know, Matt's father, Arsenic Laurel, who also used to work with Raul Banson in the old Sports camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wrote the University Athletics office a letter and commended them because you have to understand that Matt's family is green. They're really from LaSalle.
Yeah.
And Matt is actually the first from their family to move over to Loyola Heights. And as I recall, Arsenic writing in that letter that sabi niya, he's so happy that he has the best of both worlds, no? Never mind that nag-iba yung kulay, but he was very happy that Matt only is not doing well in the baseball team, and the baseball team is doing well, but also he's doing well in the classroom. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Matt.
Thank you.
Let me ask you now, are you still involved in ELAM?
I am.
ELAM is the International Little League Association of Manila.
Yeah, I am actually. I'm the head coach of the team that won the Senior League Regionals, Asia Pacific
The
Regionals.
one in Clark, just
The one
the
in
other
Clark,
week.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How big is this for the Philippines, man?
Huge actually, because it's not every day that we make the Senior League World Series. I think in the past 7 years we've only been there. This is only maybe the third or fourth time.
Okay.
And my team was the first to break the drought since 2000. The first team that won ever was 2002.
Uh-huh.
My team went in 2006,
Okay.
and I coached a team that won this last year.
Did it kill you not to be playing on that team?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a different feeling, when championship game, everyone comes out to watch.
Yeah.
The whole Filipino crowd is cheering for you. It's different because I was in the field the whole time,
Uh-huh.
but just not playing.
Okay.
So I mean it's a little hard, but I mean good experience.
This has to be a very good year for you, Matt. You won you helped the team, Ateneo baseball team, win its first ever UAP title, and then the ELAM team wins and moves on to the World Series. How cool is that, Matt?
Really, it was. I mean, such a great ride. Like we get a lot of support from both ends, from the Ateneo side and from the parent side of the Elam. The sponsorships helped. I mean, it's just a really great support group when you have your dad as the manager. So I mean, people were kind of reluctant to have me coach because they're like, you're only 23. Why would you coach a team when the coaches are usually 40 years old?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's really how it was run was really old school. You know, they're set in their ways.
So was that a problem?
Not really, actually. My dad, I actually talked to my dad at the start of the season before everything happened, and he was like, I'm going to get you to coach. I need you to help out more technical stuff, like basic fundamentals, make sure everyone knows what they're doing. It's not just the coach running the show. It's we want the players to shine.
Speaking of fundamentals, why baseball? Why not basketball? Why not track? Why not football? Why baseball?
Well, I think I come from a family of baseball players. My whole family. My dad used to play softball,
Right.
but he did track in college.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't really have a sport when I was growing up. And when I turned 6, my older brother and my older cousins were playing baseball.
Right.
So a year after they joined, I came in. It just stuck. I don't think I enjoyed it so much, but it just gave me something to do, and I just
Uh-huh.
stuck with it every year. I just kept playing, playing, playing,
Okay.
and then once it got to like the competitive level, I just went for it, and then I haven't stopped since.
That's nice. Okay. Off track a bit. Favorite baseball team?
Yankees.
Yes. Yes.
I'm a Yankee guy.
All right. All right. Going now. Let's veer away from Yankee baseball. That's off cam. As for Ateneo baseball, let's talk. Let's backtrack a bit to 2 years ago when you played NU.
Yeah.
Season 74 finals. A heartbreaker
Oh yeah.
of a finish. Matt, did that haunt the team? Did
Oh
you
yeah.
all talk about it? Did you like consciously say, "Man, we gotta get back into the
Yeah.
finals next year"?
Well, I think the first thing that happened was we were on a 6-game winning streak,
Yeah.
and the 7th game we lost. We lost to, I think we lost to UP.
Mhm.
No, sorry, that was this year. We lost to NU for the second game, the seventh game, and I think that was hard because from a 6-game winning streak, you think the rule was if you swept the regular season, you're a champion.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we were going for. And after we lost the 7th game, people were kind of, I mean, everything was down, morale was down, just because we lost one game.
Mhm.
So I think it kind of took us some time to get back into it. We ended up with a 7-3 record, and I mean, coming to the finals, we came strong. It's just you can't really. There's never. It's either you blow and you out, or it's a close game. There's never like. So I guess that last game, that was really hard because we lost. The way we lost was
Yeah.
yeah, it was
It's
hard.
horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, because you can't really defend against plays like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to lose games when they're actually hitting far and like. But then this one it was bad. Like we couldn't defend against those kinds of hits and errors.
Describe the scene in the locker room after that championship loss.
It was hard. No one was talking. Everyone's all hopes were really low, and
But did you ever come together as a team? Maybe no coaches, guys. It sucks. But
Yeah.
you know what? Next year, let's go for it. Did you ever talk about that loss and did it serve as motivation for season 75?
I think so. I mean, we came in training for the last season. I mean, everyone's hard. Everyone's working out from the first semester. Everyone starts hitting the gym right away. You want to get ready for the season. I mean, it goes by so fast. You're training for this first semester, and then all of a sudden, season's starting. So I mean, it's good to be physically conditioned also and
Uh-huh.
mentally prepared as well because you don't want a repeat of what happened.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it was kind of an eye opener because we've never gotten that far, and you're so close, but you just don't have it yet. You know what I mean?
Okay, what were the keys to winning that title?
Well, I think we got a lot of really good recruits. Past for the past 3 or 4 years, they've been getting guys who they couldn't get before, because we don't have a lot of guys. We don't have anyone from the province now. A lot of the guys, I mean, they're walk-ons, not really recruited. And this year, I mean, for the past 3 or 4 years, the recruitment was really heavy. They're getting guys in bulks. I think the batch I came in with were 7 guys. The following batch was 4 guys, and then the next batch was 6, and then we got 5 guys this year. So they really heavily recruited players. So I mean, they wanted really bad. The athletics office really helped out. We got so much support from them.
Okay, having said that, this season 76, now first sem, what are you guys doing? Have you started training? Are you playing in any pocket tournament?
Well, we started training with a track coach. He's our
Wow.
conditioning coach, and
Okay.
he's a killer.
Are we talking about Coach Mick?
Coach Meg.
All right.
Yeah, he's our conditioning coach.
Uh-huh.
So after warm ups, we head over to the track and do some drills. And it's really tough.
So
Like
this is really about fitness and conditioning.
first semester is fitness and conditioning, and then second semester is more technical field. But we do batting every practice, but we haven't hit the field yet.
But that's good because it keeps everyone, at least fit, and you stay away from injuries,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, very. I mean, because we stay in the track, so there's not a lot of injuries. Maybe some strains, but then nothing too big.
Okay, for this season 76, did we lose anyone, and who did we gain, and who do we look out for to pick it up a notch this season 76?
Okay, we lost Buck Bernardo.
Uh huh.
He's now the assistant coach.
Okay.
Gabo Gamasbad, center fielder.
Okay.
Um, so we lost two guys,
Uh huh.
and then we gained five rookies. We have five rookies this year, and three guys coming. One guy coming back from injury,
Uh huh.
and two guys coming back from probation.
Okay.
So we got like eight guys.
I heard that Katangi's coming back. Is it right?
No,
Is that for real?
no,
He's
no,
not.
he's not. He's been training though, but
Oh,
because he's here for the summer, so he's been training with us.
but no truth that he's
No
coming
truth.
back
I
playing
wish.
Sayang.
I wish.
Sayang.
I wish. Yeah.
He was huge in season
Yeah.
74.
He helped out so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he comes over to train with us, but then it's more of like just moral support. Like he's still like part of the team.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Okay, who do we expect to step up for season 76?
Well, I think for now we have Nacho Coanco, who is designated to be one of the starting pitchers, because we went through last season with two pitchers,
Okay.
and thank God those guys were so consistent that they have to work during every game. No one went nine; they went 6-3 or 5-4. But now, I mean, you take the load off the pitchers, making other guys come in, so you don't have to rely on two pitchers. I think we have about 4 or 5 now.
So our pitching staff. We
Pitching
have
staff
4.
is good.
That's nice. So,
Yeah.
but what's the plan there? Because I noticed in the last few years when it comes to rotation, as you said, two pitchers lang palitan.
Yeah.
But this year, do you give them rest?
I think the word the we don't rely on them so much. So this let me take the pressure off of them,
Right.
because last year they came in every game knowing you'd have to pitch. I mean, it's kind of hard. Sometimes you're a little relaxed, like okay, I might not pitch today. It depends on how the team goes. But then if one pitcher messes up, you're coming in and there's no one behind you.
Right.
So I think the pressure is there also, but I guess it takes some of it off because we have the support from the other
Pero
pitchers.
Matt, don't you think so that if you play a field position and then you come in and then you pitch, sometimes your mindset is not there yet,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
opposed to having a few days rest and then you know you're pitching,
Yeah.
so you can work on, you can figure out how to throw to these guys and
Yeah.
all that.
Well, I think because the setting, the Philippine setting is different.
Uh-huh.
Everyone is
Has
taught
play
to pitch.
everything. Yeah.
From little league coming up. Everyone's taught to pitch.
Uh-huh.
So you don't come in like, oh, I'm a third baseman, but
Okay.
I pitch. Everyone, they kind of teach everyone how to pitch because you're going up. There, no one says I want to be a pitcher.
Right.
You either pitch and then you play the field. In the States, it's different. It's they're bred. If you're a pitcher, you're a pitcher. You don't hit, you don't field.
You specialize.
You pitch and you sit.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of the guys, like here, if you have a strong arm, they say, okay, you can probably pitch. You throw hard, but it's not. It's different because they're hurlers and they're pitchers.
Mhm.
Pitchers, they don't have to throw it as hard, but it still
Yes.
goes hard. The hurlers are the ones who have to, like, really put effort
Try
into
to
it.
beat
Yeah.
that heat,
Yeah.
right? Right.
Yeah.
But okay, in your opinion, having played baseball for the longest time, do you feel that the Philippine approach to rearing a baseball player is good, or should they specialize?
Well, I think it's hard because you don't get a lot of players coming in, as much as football, who every single school, the camps, they all start from kids. It's hard because baseball is more equipment. So for the provinces, you don't get a lot of coaches who are so skilled who know what the kids are doing wrong. What they
Okay.
do is they come in, they make them feel, they make them hit, done. Like what I like to do is I like to see what the problem is, what they do. I mean, it's automatic correction right away from the
Right.
start. So
Okay.
when they're kids, they're starting up, they're doing the right thing form wise, how they're feeling the ball, how they're hitting. You want them to grow up with sound fundamentals. So when they get to a certain age, you don't have to teach that anymore.
Right.
It's just
True.
it's more advanced. It's more advanced techniques instead of like basic fundamentals.
Okay. Now back to UAAP baseball. Who should we look out for this year? I know NU. NU, that is their sport.
Yeah.
Even before they changed their sports program, recruiting from everywhere, that
Yeah.
baseball has always been their sport. Are they going to be tough this year? Should we watch out for LaSalle, UP? You know,
I think NU, they lost their shortstop, the Alipio. He's gone, but then they have
That's good, huh?
I'm not sure if the national team catcher is coming back, which I heard he. I'm not sure if he dropped out or not, but it's almost the same team minus a few guys.
Their pitcher, their
Or
awesome pitcher.
yeah,
He's still there.
he's still
The guy
there.
from Tanawan.
He's
is he
still there.
around?
Yeah, he's still
What's
there.
his name again?
Oruga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What a fantastic guy.
he, yeah, and he doesn't even throw hard. He just brings it around. But I mean,
Yeah.
he gave us a hard time last year.
Yeah, I like the way he mixes up those pitches.
Yeah. Well, what we did was we prepared for him
Uh-huh.
because the whole year you have no problem with the faster pitches, and then when it gets to the curveball guys, you have, I mean, no chance, right? So I think the coaches have prepared a lot for those guys, for him especially, like no other pitcher but him. So when we get to the finals, you know he's their go-to guy. They live and die with him. He pitches 9 innings like nothing.
Grabe, no?
Yeah,
And he's one guy who doesn't get behind the count too often, right?
he doesn't because, I mean, either you get a bad umpire or you get a good one. You get a bad one, and he's throwing he's throwing strikes off the plate.
Wow.
So I mean, it's really frustrating to take a pitch in the other batter's box. So I mean, if you get a good one, it's easier to stay in the at bat more. You know.
Okay. So NU's gonna be tough again.
LaSalle has a few recruits. I think they got 2 or 3 guys. Because my brother's the captain now. My younger brother is the captain.
Okay.
My older brother graduated, but
Okay.
they still have a decent number of guys. They actually beat NU in the Philippine National Games.
Wow.
They knocked them out.
Wow. It's really gonna be tough this year.
Yeah.
How about UST? They've always been a contender.
UST, I mean, they have a lot of guys. They recruit heavily in the province. The coach, the leagues they play in are they have a lot of leagues
Yeah.
away, so they see a lot of guys from NCR, Palaro.
Uh-huh.
The coach loves getting those province guys, bringing them in because it's so easy. So, and the coach is a pitcher,
Okay.
Jeffrey Santiago. So
That's right.
he's a really good pitching coach. So he develops the pitchers really well. So their pitching is good. We saw them in the national games, and
Well, it's good to see that all the teams are placing a premium on pitching right now. Even
yeah,
us.
they're actually. I think they might increase the roster limit to 20 just so we get more pitcher players.
I think that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's good for development.
That decreases the chances of
Yeah.
wear and tear for
Yeah,
the players.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Matt, your thoughts on this coming season, and you might as well tell the viewers how and where can they watch the baseball team. As I said earlier, walang pocket tournaments,
Yeah.
nothing.
They might. I think the PSC is having another tournament soon,
Okay.
and my dad's gonna sort of be the one to arrange it. He's gonna find the venue. They just tell them where.
But will Ateneo play there?
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
we will.
So, what do you want to tell the fans out there? I mean, whether to support the team or whatever. What do you want to tell them? Sige.
Well, I think you definitely should support the team because I don't think we've had a team stronger than this one. We're 23 guys who are very, very seasoned. Their experience is top notch.
Okay.
It's the first time we're coming into a tournament where
Heavy favorites, huh?
heavy favorites. So it's kind of hard to be
Iba yung pressure.
you want to be the underdog. You want to be the team that wins second, but we're coming in. We're training like the number 1 team. We have to train like the number 1 team to win. So
Okay.
I think I have really, really good expectations for this season.
Okay, so there you have it. Matt Laurel talking about the Ateneo baseball team. It's a second sem sport, so we urge everyone to come out and watch. They play at the Rizal Memorial Baseball Stadium. It's the grand old baseball stadium when you talk about baseball in the Philippines. They're going to be a fun team to watch. You're the defending champions. They're going to need your support. All right? And also, Matt, thank you for appearing on Blue Eagle 40.
My
We wish you
pleasure.
luck. I know you're not going with the team to Maine, right?
No.
That's a heartbreaker right there. But
Studies
nevertheless,
first.
congratulations,
Thank
Matt.
you
Good
so
job
much.
on being coach.
Thank you.
Your first, bud? Is that your first?
My first.
Even better job then. So keep it right here at Blue Eagle 40. When we come back, we're going to have Justin Chua to talk about basketball. So, Matt, thank you.
Thank you.